Okay, real talk. You're 24 years old. You've got a decent job. You're making maybe $40,000, $50,000 a year. And every single month, you tell yourself the same thing. I'll start saving next month. Maybe you even have a little money sitting in your checking account right now. Not a lot, but something. And you think, okay, I'm not broke, I'm fine. But here's what nobody told you, and I mean nobody. Every single month you delay is costing you thousands of dollars you will never, ever get back. Not hundreds, thousands. And by the time most people figure this out, they're 35, they're 40, and the window, the most powerful financial window of your entire life, has quietly closed. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about the psychology of why smart people make terrible financial decisions in their 20s. If you're someone who knows you should be doing more with your money, but keeps putting it off because life is expensive, rent is insane, and nobody ever taught you this stuff in school, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Let's get into it. Look, I want to challenge something that almost every person in their 20s believes. The idea that your 20s are for living and your 30s are for building. And I get it. That narrative is everywhere. Social media, your friends, honestly, even well-meaning family members. You're young, enjoy it, you've got time. Here's the thing though, that advice is financially catastrophic. Let me show you the math because the numbers are honestly kind of brutal. Let's say you're 22 years old. You start putting away just $200 a month into an index fund that returns the stock market's historical average of about 7% annually after inflation. By the time you're 62, you've got just over $525,000. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Your friend, same age, same income, decides to wait. They say, I'll start at 32, I'll put in more then. So at 32, they start putting in $400 a month. Double your contribution. They've got just under $485,000. You put in less money per month. You started 10 years earlier, and you still ended up with more. That gap, that $40,000 difference, that's not a math trick. That's compound interest, and it is the closest thing to a financial superpower that actually exists. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Jack, I've heard the compound interest speech before. So why don't people just do it? And this is where it gets psychological, because the math isn't the problem. The problem is the way our brains are wired. There's a concept in behavioral economics called present bias. Basically, your brain treats $200 today as more valuable than $200 in the future. Even if rationally, that future $200 is worth dramatically more. Think about it like this. If I offered you $100 right now or $105 next week, most people take the $100 today. Fine. But if I offered you $100 in a year or $105 in a year and 1 week, almost everyone waits the extra week for the $105. Same trade, completely different reaction. Your 20s feel immediate. Retirement feels like a different lifetime. So your brain is literally not built to feel the urgency of saving for something 40 years away. And here's what most people don't realize. Wall Street, the fashion industry, the travel industry. They all understand present bias better than you do. And they're using it against you every single day. The average American in their 20s spends roughly $2,000 a year on subscription services they barely use. Not food, not rent, subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify, unused gym memberships. That app you downloaded once, that's $2,000 a year. At 22, invested instead? At 62, that's over $52,000. From subscriptions you forgot you had. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 specific ways people waste their 20s financially. Because it's not just about not saving, it's deeper than that. Mistake number 1, lifestyle inflation on a starter salary. You land your first real job, $45,000 a year. Suddenly you upgrade everything, the apartment, the car, the wardrobe. You deserve it, right? You worked hard. Here's the thing, your expenses just grew to match your income. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's the silent killer of 20-something wealth. A study from Northwestern Mutual found that 1 in 3 Americans have less than $5,000 saved for retirement. And the number 1 reason cited was that expenses kept pace with income, always. The fix? When you get a raise, split it. Half goes to your life, half goes to your future. Automatically, before you see it. Mistake number 2, treating an emergency fund like optional. Without an emergency fund, you are 1 car repair away from credit card debt. And credit card debt in your 20s is, I'm not exaggerating, it is the anti-compound interest. The average credit card APR right now is sitting around 21%. That means debt compounds against you almost 3 times faster than your investments compound for you. 3 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account. That's the goal, not sexy, completely essential. Mistake number 3, waiting to know enough to invest. This one kills me, honestly. I'll start investing when I understand the stock market better. Look, I've talked to 45-year-olds who've been saying that since they were 25. The bar of knowing enough keeps moving. It always will. Here's the only investing knowledge you actually need to start. Open a Roth IRA. Buy a total market index fund, something like VTI or FXAIX. Set up automatic contributions. Come back in 30 years. That's it. That's the whole strategy for most people in their 20s. The S&P 500 has returned an average of about 10% annually over the last 50 years. You don't need to beat the market. You just need to be in the market. I want to paint a picture for you. 2 people, both 22. Both making $48,000 a year. Person A spends everything, eats out 4 times a week. That's roughly $250 per month just on restaurants. Upgrades their phone every year, around $30 per month on payments. Takes 2 international trips annually on credit. That's another $150 per month. We're at $430 per month in optional spending. And they're living for right now, which, honestly, it looks amazing on Instagram. Person B makes different choices. Not no fun, different choices. They cook at home 4 days a week, keep their phone an extra year. Take 1 trip and pay cash. They redirect $430 per month into a Roth IRA. Fast forward to age 62. Person A is scrambling. They've got maybe $80,000 in retirement savings if they started late and got serious. They're stressed. They're working longer than they wanted to. Person B, they've got $1.1 million from $430 per month for 40 years. At average market returns, same income, different decisions, completely different lives. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Your 20s aren't for sacrificing joy. They're for making intentional decisions before the compound interest clock runs out. You don't need to be perfect. You need to start. This week, not next month, this week, do 3 things. 1. Open a Roth IRA if you don't have one. Fidelity and Vanguard are both free to open. 2. Set up an automatic transfer, even $50 a month, to start the habit. The amount matters less than the consistency right now. 3. Track your subscriptions. Seriously. Go through your bank statement tonight. Cancel anything you haven't used in 60 days. Put that money to work. That's it. 3 steps this week. Because here's the hard truth. Future you is going to live with every financial decision present you makes right now. And future you deserves better than starting from zero at 40. If this video helped you see your 20s differently, drop a comment below. Tell me the one thing you're changing this week. I read every single one. Hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.